Hey, what's going on? Huckleberries and Patriots, Jameson, Ellis here. Today I want to talk about the real reason they want to defund the police. May 25th is a very significant date for your boy here for two reasons. Number one, it's my birthday. Number two, because last year on May 25th was the George Floyd incident. Now, between May 25th and the end of July, we saw over 600 declared riots and over 2,000 law enforcement officers that were injured in the line of duty as a result. And guys, I look at what our government leaders did, and they did absolutely nothing. They sat on their butts. Others actually encouraged it, if you can believe that. Okay, so where is this idea of defunding the police really coming from? Now, I just want to encourage you guys, don't pay attention, right? You have to look past what the two main organizations, and just because of, big tech, social media, I don't want to say their names because I don't want to risk getting this video taken down. But we got to look at the two organizations that are making claims based on no factual data, right? There's nothing to back it up about police brutality. Okay, we got to look past that. Okay, because I believe that they're being used for a much more sinister purpose. So I believe that there is an agenda to defund, disarm, and dismantle local city police departments. Well, Jameson, why would they want to do that? Well, in order to truly understand, you have to understand jurisdiction. You have to look at, the city, the county, the state, and the federal, right? You need to understand those four jurisdictions. Now, I don't have time in this short video today to really talk about that, but what you need to understand is that the reason they want to defund, disarm, and dismantle our local city police departments is because I believe they have an agenda to federalize the police. Guys, they have been, now I want you to think about this for a second, how sinister this plan is, okay? The leaders of the organizations, right? The two main organizations that we've seen behind these riots and these peaceful protests that are doing what they're doing based on zero facts, zero evidence, okay? You got to understand they're bought and paid for. They're pawns. They're being used. They're using these people to try to make a claim sound legitimate so that whenever the time comes to federalize the police or to defund, disarm, and dismantle, then they've got the buy-in of the people. Ain't buying it. Okay? Now here's how dangerous this idea of federalizing the police is. When you abolish local city police departments and you move to the federalization of the police, guys, I want you to imagine this for a second. So when you say, I'm not wearing a mask, right? Now, I fully understand that there are some, we've seen some videos come out of, and there's recently one I saw that was out of San Antonio, I believe, very, very recent. And I'm actually hoping to get some more details about that, where the police officers literally picked this woman up, and she might have been a student, I don't remember, but they picked this woman up and moved her out of the school board meeting. I believe it was a school board meeting because she refused to wear a mask. Okay, I get it. Okay, and we're gonna dive more into that here later on. Not today, not in this video, but we're gonna talk about that in the coming weeks. But that's not the majority. Okay, that the majority of law enforcement officers, of police officers, they wake up every single morning and they put on that uniform, they put on that badge, they put on their duty belt, they put on their outer carry, they kiss their wife and their kids or their husband and their kids goodbye, and they don't even know if that's the last time they're going to see them. They're out there doing a job, they're performing a service, okay? And nobody wakes up and just decides to go be a Leo or a law enforcement officer because you make a lot of money doing it. No, people do it because they have a heart to serve. People do it because they want to make a difference. That is reality. That is the truth. But When you say, I'm not wearing a mask, when you say, I'm not going to get the vaccine, whenever they'll be able to enforce those mandates at a federal level. At a federal level, right? Doesn't matter what the state says, doesn't matter what the city government says. At a federal level, they're going to be able to enforce those mandates if the police force is federalized. Guys, it's scary, right? We're talking about Second Amendment violations. Okay, we're talking about them coming into your house, right? If you can imagine thought police, right? Just for having a thought, or because you say something against, maybe you say something against the critical race theory or the LGBTQ agenda. And all of a sudden, because the police are federalized, they become the thought police. They come into your home. Guys, we're talking about the militarization of our police force on a scale that we've never seen before. That is the real reason, in my opinion, my humble opinion, that is the real reason they want to defund, disarm, and dismantle our local city police departments. And don't think it's just going to stop at the local level. Right? It's going to make its way to the county as well. They want to figure out a way to do it. And that's why we need candidates in Washington that are going to stand on principle over politics. Okay? We have to have people standing on principle over politics. We need candidates. We need people going to Washington that are going to stand up for our men and women in blue, for our heroes in blue, that are going to advocate for not only refunding the police, but even funding them even more, because the majority of police agencies nationwide lack severe funding. They don't have the money for it. There was a police department in Louisiana that half the department doesn't even have bulletproof vests. The other half that had bulletproof vests, the vests were expired. Guys, most departments are underfunded to begin with. They need updated training. They need updated equipment. And part of that training, and I'm just going to throw this out there, part of that training, I believe, needs to be constitutional law. But that's a discussion for another time. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments below. What do you think their real agenda is for wanting to defund the police? Do you agree with me that it's because they want to federalize the police across the country? Let me know in the comments below. I want to encourage you to go to JamesonEllis.com and help me fight to restore liberty, refund the police, and make America safe again. One of the ways that you can do that is by following the campaign. You can go to the website, JamesonEllis.com, scroll down to the bottom. You'll see follow the campaign, enter your first name, email address. That way you can stay up to date with what's going on in the campaign. Another way that you can support and help us fight is by donating, right? Making a contribution to our campaign. And what I'm asking is for you just to consider donating $10 a month recurring. Again, on the website, click the donate button. It'll take you to WinRed, which is the same platform that President Trump uses, so you can trust it. $10 a month. If we get enough $10 a month donations, that will give us what we need financially in order to get the word out, to gain more momentum, and to make sure that I can be your voice in the district as I fight to restore liberty, refund the police, make America safe again. Love you guys. God bless.